everybody doing? Good.
Josh, you usually take an overall approach that everybody has to just get better and improve. But as you go into this spring, since you have so many returning players, when you say that, what exactly are you looking for in improvement?
Well, I think every year it's new entity. It's a new process that you got to invest in, that you got to continue to grow. Fundamentally, in technique wise, when you start two-a-days, you're starting from scratch and you're trying to build from where you're at. And you're really trying to build up steam and momentum as you head into the year. Scheme changes, different identifications, some of the tweaks that we've made here during the off season. It's important for us to continue to build on those changes, be comfortable in what we're doing, and continue to build, to find players that we feel confident putting out there and operating as a cohesive unit to give us an opportunity to be successful and be an explosive offense.
In that practice we got to go to for a few minutes, looked like you were standing to the side signaling, or somebody signaling in. It looked like you weren't having to yell at them too much or do anything. It looked like they handled it pretty well. So did they retain things or pick up things in the summer that you hoped?
We're building. We didn't implement everything day one. So the communication up front, identification, understanding who we're working to, being able to line up in the right formation, understand our responsibilities. There's a lot of things that we haven't done well the first couple of days. In some respects, we're pleased with the growth that those guys made throughout the summer. I think up front we've continued to grow just in understanding who and what we want to be and understanding our scheme. So, throughout the summer's progress, we're excited about that.
A lot of people talk about how they feel like Landry doesn't have a lot to improve on. What do you feel like he has improved on over this offseason?
It's funny to me that people say that. You look at quarterbacks that have been playing in the NFL for 10 years. They still have to invest in fall camp and training camp. And how you invest and how you work, your mentality, your preparation every single day is really going to have a big implication on how you continue to play throughout the entire year. So what we're trying to do right here, he's a guy that's really only in his second year of starting. Going into his third year, second year as a full-time guy. There's still a lot of things that he wants to get better at, and he makes mistakes every single day. The thing that we like and are excited about with Landry from the time that he really started playing here is that he continues to push and get better every single day. He has a great performance on a Saturday night. When he comes in on Monday, he's still trying to find a way to continue to get better, and so he's very focused on continuing to build fundamentally in his reads, his progressions, taking better care of the football, maybe getting to a check down and tailback in the flat in certain situations, and just having a better command of our overall offense. At that position, everything is understanding what you're doing and how the defense dictates where we're going to go with the football. So if he can continue to get better at recognition of defenses, we're going to continue to get better as well.
What about your younger quarterbacks and what you see in them at this point and where they're at in their development?
Coming out of spring ball, just talking about the young guys, you're talking about Blake Bell and Drew Allen. Excited about the way both of them finished their spring ball. They finished it on high notes. They continue to get better each and every Saturday. They progressed every week of spring ball. That's what you want out of your young players. Really excited, when you end spring ball with a young guy that just finished his first spring. Typically, you feel like there's going to be a big growth as they come into fall camp. A lot of development takes place during the summer. They get an opportunity to go to 7-on-7 and team sessions. They get a chance to sit back, watch everything on film, and learn from their mistakes again. And I think we've seen a lot of that growth here in the first couple of practices with Blake. So excited about the progress that he's made. Drew has continued to really take command of our offense, understanding what he needs to do with the football. Taking care of it, communication, being able to play in tempo as well. So excited about his development as well.
Do you have a definite backup quarterback, or is that still a work in progress?
No, we don't. And there's a lot of spots that are open for competition. This time of year is about your young players, finding out who can help you on the football field. Who you can trust with the ball, who's going to take care of the responsibilities, who's going to allow you to play smart football on Saturday afternoon. And we got a couple of weeks here where we're implementing our schemes throughout that time, and you're looking for guys that can conceptually grasp what they need to do and are going to play at a high level. So there's a lot of competition out there every single day.
Has Kendall been able to manage out there?
He has, with what happened with him in the spring and where we're at as far as the development of our quarterbacks, he's not getting a ton of reps, not equal reps as to Drew or Blake.
What do you feel like you bring differently to this team as a play caller that Coach Wilson did?
Comparing the two, I can't do that, but I think, who and what we are as an offense isn't going to dramatically change. We want to play with multiple personnel groupings. We want to maintain some form of balance, being able to run the football effectively, play action pass. We want to move the pocket. We want to play up tempo. So some of those things are going to be similarities. But during the course of preparation, game planning during the week, and then what type of situations you want to put your players in on game day, there's going to be differences throughout that. And ultimately, we got a great offensive staff room, guys that are in the offensive staff. We got a great chemistry up there. It's never been about one guy, and really excited about the way we're all working together and trying to build this as an offensive unit.
Josh, in this unit, you guys have done a fantastic job of working with your big guys. With the addition, with Rattery back, with the addition of Neela, who's played some tight end for you, a young freshman that's been out there. Millard is still here, ready to go. And will we still see the cluster sets, the diamond sets, and some of the big sets, 2 tight ends in there at times and things?
Our personnel variations are going to determine on the guys that we think can play at a high level. A few years ago when we had Brody Eldridge, Joe John Finley, and Jermaine Gresham, we had 3 tight ends out there on the field at one time. As some of those guys departed, we became more spread orientated. We want to have a balance. We want to be multiple in our personnel groupings. We're going to be as multiple as we can be with the guys we feel are going to play at a high enough level to give us a chance to win. So whether that's 1, 2 tight ends, I can't tell you right now. But we're trying to find a way to get the ball in our most explosive players' hands.
Millard is a guy that seems you've actually moved him down in the slot. So you've done some things with him. As he grows, will he become even more versatile?
Well, obviously he played at an extremely high level last year. First time you've seen us in this program give the ball to the fullback really at all, and that's because we felt very confident in his capabilities. The thing that you like about him, and when we're at our best, we have the ability to be very multiple within our one personnel grouping, within our formations as well. So he brings that, his ability to play the fullback position, but also carry the football as well. Gives us to be very flexible.
Wasn't that long ago you brought a national championship to this university?
It seems like it was a long time ago. All right. when you're out there signing autographs for some of those young kids.
Absolutely. Obviously, it's a lot more than you. But what do you feel like you personally need to do to bring another one as a coach?
Well, it's a cohesive unit. It's a football program, but for us, I got to find a way to put players in the right situation to make plays. As we continue to build through this process, one of the things that we've always stressed in this program is playing hard, playing smart, and playing physical. We got to get the guys that are in the offensive unit to buy into that process, invest every single day, not focus on the end result. There's a lot of hype, a lot of excitement around our program, which is typical this time of year. But our kids embrace those challenges and those visions. But at the same time, if you want to be successful, it's about coming to work, bringing your lunch pail, and grinding it out every single day. And if our kids invest while they're here in this building the right way, they're going to give us a chance to be very successful. And it's our responsibility as an offensive staff to get those kids to buy into that.
Josh, thanks.
Man, quick and easy. All right. You guys have a great